glorious past. In this segment, we go through the years and we visit the various activities performed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to reach out and enrich to humanity, bringing authentic Hinduism to the world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the Sri Kailasa nation, the only enlightenment ecosystem civilizational nation, Hindu nation. So without further delay, let us enter into the first year of today's segment, the year 2004. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted a satsang on a healing program in Oklahoma City in the USA. Since the very first day that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism undertook his mission, he has been consistently organizing and inspiring people around the world with the purpose of setting a solid foundation for the revival of the Kailasa nation and the protection of Hinduism in its most authentic form. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the Oklahoma City, as he had traveled around the world many times, reaching out to people in various ways. And like mentioned, setting up the solid foundation for the revival of the Kailasa nation. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving books to devotees and disciples in Oklahoma City in the USA.
We are now entering into the year 2006. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted a convention on Shiva Sutras in California, United States. During his stay, he inspected all the deities and vahanas and made sure everything was adhering with the utmost integrity to the Vedic standards. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has toured around the globe many times, establishing various adhinams and centers in various cities worldwide, successfully building the foundations for the Kailasa nation. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reviving all the ancient temple Vedic sciences and all the parts of an ecosystem. As you know, all the deities and vahanas are made in India, in the sacred cities of Kumbakonam and other cities which make all these metal and wooden vahanas. And then the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism literally ships those tons of deities and vahanas to the United States. And this is way back in 2006, where we haven't even had the first mobile phones. So it is with that much of persistence, it is with that much of hard work, the Kailasa nation, the foundations of the Kailasa nation was built, and the founding temples, the embassies of Kailasa were started in the early years of 2006.
Entering now into the year 2007, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, conducted a Maheshwara Puja. During the Maheshwara Puja, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is the embodiment of the cosmic energy, personally receives the Bhiksha or food offering, and he liberates the departed souls. No matter how many births the person would have taken after leaving the body, and no matter if the person has met the Master or not throughout their life, the Master can intervene and make his presence available in the departed soul's life and lead it towards enlightenment. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Maheshwara Puja, liberating the souls of those who are offering the Maheshwara Puja. The Maheshwara Puja is a very important ritual where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as well as his sannyasis, partake into a special puja where all the karmas and the completion is bestowed. The karmas are burnt and the completion is bestowed to the departed souls, liberating those who offer the puja from the karmas related with the people, the departed souls in their life.
We are now moving on to the 25th of February 2009. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism organized and conducted the Nithyananda Spurna Convention held in Andhra Pradesh, India. There, the Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, initiated the delegates attending the convention into the ancient Hindu science of chakras and how to remove the blocks created in them, and then led the delegates to experience the higher states of consciousness. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the Ananda Spurna program, the Nitya Spurna Convention, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiating all the delegates into how to unblock the 7 chakras and how they can experience their highest state of consciousness in the human body.
Entering now into the year 2010, on this day, several enriching activities took place under the auspice of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Charitable Food Service by Nithyananda Global Initiatives, a unit of the Dhyanapitham Charitable Trust, and the free food and nutrition program happened where children visited the Annamandir daily with their parents who are employed as construction workers in and around the ashram. Some families became permanent members of the ashram where their children thrive. Medical camps, awareness camps, youth awakening initiatives, women empowerment programs, education for children, and some of the activities of the Nithyananda Global are some of the activities of the Nithyananda Global Initiatives. In 2009, Nithyananda Global Initiatives shared food with more than 1.8 million people. His Divine Holiness, in essence, shared that the entire world is one big global community, and sharing what we have with people in need is a privilege. So let us have a glimpse of the activities of the Charitable Food Service by the Nithyananda Global Initiatives.
Raju, as this little kid is fondly called by his friends and family, visits the Nithyananda Annamandir during meal times every day. His parents are construction workers living on daily wages, barely making ends meet for their family of 6. Weak and undernourished when they first came to the ashram, they soon decided to stay and find a job in the ashram. Today, the whole family enjoys unlimited and nutritious free food 3 times a day, and they're all maintaining good health. Since its inception, Nithyananda Global Initiatives has been conducting various social service activities like medical camps, awareness camps, youth awakening initiatives, women empowerment programs, education for children, just to name a few. One thing that has been common to all the services being offered has been offering free food to the poor and the needy. In just 2009, Nithyananda Global Initiatives shared food with more than 1.8 million people around the world. Having a strong belief in this glorious Vedic tradition, Nithyananda Global Initiatives offers free food to every hungry soul who comes to its various ashrams and centers across the world. As Paramahamsa Nithyananda, the founder of Nithyananda Global Initiatives, says, "This whole world is our community, a global community. Sharing what we have with people in need in this global community is a privilege. Our dream is a world that's free from hunger." If you would like to contribute in any way, please visit us at www.nithyanandaglobalinitiatives.com.
Yes, we are now entering into the 25th of February 2011. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism entered into the subject of the past lives. By knowing the past and releasing it, if you know the past, you won't repeat the same foolishness again. Ultimately, when you know about the past again and again, how you take birth and die, you will stop taking birth and stop the foolishness. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on the continuous birth and death cycle which the human beings go through and the exact way on how to overcome that cycle, which is knowing the past and making sure you do not repeat the same mistake. And if you want to know more and hear the whole satsang, you can log on to Nithyanandapedia on the same day, on the 25th of February 2011, and hear the satsang and read the transcript. Let us now see a small excerpt from the satsang.
Let's enter into today's satsang. Today's sutra, 124th Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. The topic is know your past life regression. Third chapter, 18th verse. Samskara sakshatkaranat purva jati jnanam Swami Vivekananda translates the sutra. Through the perceiving of the impressions comes the knowledge of past life. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, by making samyama on previous thought waves, one obtains knowledge of one's past lives. Swami Sachidananda translates as, by direct perception through samyama of one's mental impressions, knowledge of past births is obtained. And Osho translates as, by observing past impressions, knowledge of previous birth is obtained. Past birth. One of the most fascinating subject as far as the inner world is concerned. Everybody is interested. I can say in the whole world, not a single man who says, I am not interested in the past birth. Even the people who don't believe in the past birth are interested about their past birth. See, many people come and say, no, I don't believe in past birth. About what? If I say, no, I can show you your past birth, then immediately the eyes lit up. They don't believe others have past life, but they do believe they had past life. Understand? Whenever people say, no, I don't believe in God, they don't believe others believing in God. But inside heart of their heart, in their secret part, they do have, I think maybe who knows, he is there somewhere. Why take risk? Same way, When people say, no, I don't believe in past birth, it means what? They don't believe in others believing in past birth. But heart of the heart, I wanted all of you to know, 76% of Americans believe in past birth, reincarnation theory. Survey says, statistics says 76%. 76% of Americans believe in reincarnation theory, past birth. Past birth is one of the most fascinating concept. Everybody is interested for various reasons. Some people are interested just out of curiosity. How was I? Some people are interested just to find out what way that can add something to their personality now, at this moment. Sometime knowing about your past gives you a new intelligence and heals your present.
Yes, yes, yes. So after having heard the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding a little bit on the past births, inviting each and everyone to go listen to the full address. And we are now entering into the year 2012. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism elaborated on the science of spiritual healing. He explained how in the quantum physics concept, entanglement provides the empirical basis for the spiritual healing. Entanglement, when one's energy entangles with another, they interfere with each other. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared that the entanglement happens at three levels: thought, muscle memory, and biomemory, and how that interference can be positive and transforming. Thought level entanglement with Swamiji happens during spiritual healing and causes physical healing. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revived the various sciences from authentic Hinduism, spiritual healing being one of them, and he has initiated thousands and thousands and thousands of people into this science, giving them the capacity to entangle with him and heal others through this amazing initiation. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on the science and the entanglement dimension, which is the underlying science beneath this spiritual healing.
We are now entering into the 25th of February 2013. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism discussed the nature of inauthenticity and explained that anything we fear in life is something we are inauthentic about. For example, if we fear death, we are inauthentic towards the belief that we are immortal. Fear-free life is possible when we become completely authentic. Greed-free life is also possible when we are in a state of complete integrity. Worry disappears when we assume responsibility, and the need for attention is dissolved when we reach out to enrich others. Once we resolve these problems related to the lower four chakras, enlightenment simply blossoms. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is exactly mapping the four tattvas, the four principles of integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching to the four lower chakras, the Muladhara for greed, Swadhisthana for fear, Manipuraka for worry, and Anahata for attention need. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving the solution for unblocking those chakras through the four tattvas. Let us now see the various happenings of the day of 25th of February 2013.
Today in Nithyananda TV News, morning satsang with Paramahamsa Nithyananda, Seattle blessings for their 5th anniversary celebrations, action and complaint quashed against Sri Nithyananda Swami, a volunteer shares benefits from the Ohio Prayag Temple. Nithyananda and welcome to Nithyananda TV News for Monday, February 25th, 2013, during the Purnatva Rutuhu, the season of completion leading up to Guru Purnima, July 22nd. Now for today's top stories. Morning satsang with Living Incarnation Paramahamsa Nithyananda. As the 8th batch Nirahara Samyama completes the 3rd level, the 4th V-Samyama enters the 9th day, along with the 15th Inner Awakening and 12th Ingenious program. 715 places with 52 two-way connections from 244 cities in 26 countries, according to the statistics, joined for morning satsang with Paramahamsa Nithyananda as he discusses the nature of inauthenticity. Anything we fear in life is something we are inauthentic about. Fear-free life is possible when we become completely authentic. Greed-free life is also possible when we are in a state of complete integrity. Worry disappears when we assume responsibility, and the need for attention is dissolved when we reach out to enrich others. Once we resolve these problems related to the 4 lower chakras, enlightenment simply blossoms. Nithyananda Jnanapitam successfully organized the meet televised live on Sadhana TV, as well as on March 3rd, the retelecast, all for the protection of cows, while the 1st and 13th of March will begin Nirahara Samyama batches, and the Samyama on the 13th of March. Swamiji blessed a man at Toronto Kailasa Temple to be healed, as well as the Delhi Thou the Avatar caller, for health of their 2nd child, and for the child to be the energy of Kalabhairava.
Master is the death standing in front of you every moment. केवल अश्रद्धा ही आपको भय के स्थिति में रख सकती है. Only inauthenticity can keep you in the state of fear. List out all the fears you have in your life. See, everything will be directly or indirectly connected to the natural law which is going to expose your inauthenticity to you, or the person who is going to expose your inauthenticity to you. It is inauthenticity lives like your shadow in your life and puts you in the state of fear. अश्रद्धा आपके जीवन में आपकी छाया बन के लगातार आपको बाय के स्थिति में डालती है. Today, our Seattle Chidambaram Temple's 5th anniversary celebration. Blessings to all the devotees, disciples, volunteers, samajis, everyone who made Seattle Chidambaram Temple possible and making it still possible. I bless you all and thank you all. So beautiful. 5 years. 5 years. Wow, it is not a joke. You guys made it and you are still making it. So my message for all you guys today is, take up responsibilities as a team, keeping these 4 tattvas in the center. You will see all of you imbibe and radiate these four tattvas, I commit and promise all you guys, the more you make the common responsibility as reality through these four tattvas, more in your personal life also you will be successful in every front: relationships, profession, money, health, mental health, in every way. Keeping Kalabhairava as a witness, I commit with you guys, I'll make it possible. It will become possible. Today, have the Sangha meeting with integrity and authenticity and responsibility and enriching. Come up with some huge, unimaginable commitment. The commitment even I can't imagine. And make it into reality. I tell you guys, same way, I'll make your life into reality. The commitments you can't even imagine. You do the impossible into possible. I will do impossible into possible.
Yes. Entering now into the year 2014, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, explained that in Sanskrit we have a beautiful word, samskara, vasana. Vasana means having the unconscious life pattern, which are completely against the reality we want to cause in our life. Having and working in an unconscious way, which is completely opposite to the reality we want to cause for ourselves and others. That way of operating, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism described it at the self-blackmailing pattern and blessed all the delegates to make the internalized cognition that they receive from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as immediate cognitions so that these vasanas could be finally completed and their postponing could finally stop. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on a very important truth, the truth of vasanas and how vasanas work against us. They are self-blackmailing patterns, and how to drop those vasanas so that we can cause the reality we want for ourselves. So inviting each and everyone to go listen to this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on Nithyandapedia. You can type 25th February 2014, and you'll have access to the discourse, the address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
We're now entering into the 25th of February 2015. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued on the Living Advaita series of addresses and initiations from the Upanishads. In this profound delivery of the Isha Upanishad, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism described to all of Kailasa how verse 4 is the step-by-step instruction to reach Isha, pure consciousness. There's a big difference between grasping and grabbing. The mind is always unsettled, moving and trying to grab and possess things, even existence itself. Existence can never be experienced through grabbing. Contemplating what is unmoving, not of the mind, will help us wither down the answers, reaching the truth. He repeated again from the previous day, Aham can never become Shivoham. Only Shiva can extend himself and take the whole Aham inside and radiate as Shivoham. So here we can say the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explaining and giving the various truths on the Upanishads, especially the Ishavasya Upanishad. Let us now see the various happenings of the day of the 25th of February 2015.
Today, Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam, day 2. Yesterday we had Dvajarohanam, and today
The second day, on Mayura Vahana, golden peacock vehicle, Devi is gracing with Lakshmi and Saraswati. Only if you know is the creator, maintaining, destroyer, you will even know you need to relate with him. So all the qualities described here is to set the context why you should do what you should do. Any hope you have, the fulfillment of that hope is He. Any fear you have, the space from which the fear comes is He. So, instead of running behind your hope or fear, run behind Him. Wherever these qualities exist, that is Ishvara. Where it is not Ishvara. It is only to be used as a technique to find out what you are perceiving or grasping as Ishvara. Is it Ishvara or not?
Entering now into the year 2016, on this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, continued to expand on the introduction of the Kena Upanishad, the second of the primary Upanishads. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that to Kailasa delegates, the Upanishads are to be enjoyed like the sweetness of the sugar cane. They enrich us to master our thought currents, which become our cognitions. Drawing a parallel between the traditional Vedic education system and the English Macaulay's education system, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that the Vedic education is all about mastering our thought current, where the exams are not done as per the question-answer method. Rather, a student is prepared by making him speak on a specific thought current to verify if he or she can spontaneously express that idea, whereas the English education forces you to memorize information. Change our thought current. Transformation of thought current is the success of education, not memorizing information. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism asserted, thus, the glory of the Vedic education, which the nation of Kailasa has evolved from and aligned its own education system to. So if you want to know more about the traditional, authentic Hindu education system, you can listen to this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can go on Nithyanandapedia, 25th of February 2016, and you'll have the link to the address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
We are now entering into the year 2017, where on this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continued the celebrations of Mahashivaratri by blessing Sadashivoham convention participants and Kailasa delegates, diplomats, and disciples with another inspiring power manifestation demonstration. To this date, the disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had now demonstrated to the world various powers of the third eye, blindfold reading, remote viewing, body scanning, materialization of solid objects, consciousness over matter, and many more. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessing all the Kailasa delegates during the Nityananda Satsang, and we can also see the power manifestation demonstration by the initiated disciples and the Balasans of the Nityananda Gurukul.
Entering now into the year 2018, on this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principle, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, in his now infamous superhuman yoga convention. During this day's revelation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism elaborated on the truth that yoga is the divine entering into man. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that if a man merges into divine, it is dissolving the mind. Yoga is the union of the divine with man. Everything about yoga, yama, brahmacharya, etc. is freedom of ferociousness. He used the example of a parigraha, which is just a ferocious response to the societal belief about relationship with others. So here, if you want to listen to this address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, this yoga webinar that took place on this very day, again, you can go on Nithyandapedia and access this.
We are now moving on to the 25th of February 2019. On this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism released another Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam Darshan from Kailasa. For Kailasa delegates, diplomats, and disciples located in embassies outside of India, these daily darshan videos are amongst the highest requested videos for the Nithyananda TV broadcast. So let us now look at the darshan of the deities in the Paramashiva Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam.
मृत्युञ्जयाय रुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय शम्भवे अमृतेशाय शर्वाय नित्यानन्दाय ते नमः नित्यानन्दाय ते नमः नित्यानन्दाय ते नमः
Entering now into the year 2020, 2 years ago, on this day's presidential address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principle. The source of Tyaga is directly the prana of Paramashiva himself. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also announced that he would share for all the Kailasa followers the powerful Bhairavas compiled from the Agamas, Tantras, Puranas, as well as the process for the Akashic record reading, including the original sacred sounds awakening Kalabhairava in all chakras, energy centers in the body. This day was also the 9th day of the Paramashivaratri Brahmotsavam and the birthday of the Sri Ramakrishna, Paramahamsa Sri Ramakrishna, who the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism recognizes as an avatara of Varistha and a strong influence on his own life and manifestation of the Kailasa nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also announced the 16 ministries of Sri Kailasa and the Leela Dhyana convention.
Next, we are now moving on to the year 2021. On this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism began with the acknowledgement and the celebration of the 9th day of the Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsavam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also began to reveal the truth that the possibilities of consciousness is a simple reality. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave an example of this. In the field of health, a long life, even immortality, isn't just possible, it's a simple reality. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism proclaimed the Hindu tradition, the framework for the nation of Kailasa, knows all about this science. He stated that many people have achieved Chiranjeevi Pada, from Mahabali to Hanuman to Mahavatar Babaji. The science of immortality, he says, not only is the reality, it is easy, just a simple dietary change. the things you eat, the way you eat, you need to change. And if we can detox and remove the parasites and microbes sitting inside your body and triggering you, then just a proper diet is needed, which is a simple, easy lifestyle. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is expanding on the science of immortality. And if you want to watch more of the truths, you can log on to Nithyanandapedia on this day, where you can see the whole satsang which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared. So with that, we come to the end of today's segment of the glimpses of the glorious past over the years. And we thank each and every one of you who have joined us in this segment. And we hope to see you in the next session of the live Parashakti Devi Parashakti Akashic readings. And with that, moving on to the initiation, where we get ready and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is preparing all of us for the Paramashivoham Level 3 program, which is starting on the 1st of March till the 21st of March 2022. So let us now get ready to receive the initiation from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Today, the initiation is for Sahaja Samadhi. Please understand. Nirvikalpa Samadhi, a deep unclutching, when it becomes part of your biomemory, even during your whole day of work, if you reside in the same state, that is called Sahaja Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi becoming Sada Nirvikalpa Samadhi is Sahaja Samadhi. Now, I am literally going to pour with the grace of Paramashiva. I am going to pour Kalabhairava. Kalabhairava is the pure energy, like a liquid gold. I am going to pour that liquid gold into your Swadhisthana. Through these mantras, I have the mantras with me. These powerful sounds will melt the energy of the Paramashiva and pour inside you as Kalabhairava. See, when Kalabhairava is poured inside you, tantrically you are initiated to live in Sahaja Samadhi. Kalabhairava is the Lord of Sahaja Samadhi. So all of you settle down. My blessings to all of you. There are so many people putting the boons and prayers you want. I'll fulfill everything. Ma Nitya Nishkrodananda Monica, blessings. Shakti Shakti Das, Mayadas, blessings. I'll fulfill all the boons you want. I grant you the boon you are asking. You will be with me, I'll be with you. Blessings. So now, get ready and sit. I'm going to pour the hot liquid gold. It will exactly feel like that only. When Akashabhairava enters your Swadhisthana, you will see the liquid gold being poured inside your Swadhisthana. So all the patterns disappear, melt down. So if you want your pets, kids, anyone initiated, get them. I'm going to fill all of you with this pure liquid gold. Hmm? If you want to energize your Atmalinga, you can get it and keep. Even if you want to energize a bottle of water or hot chocolate, even if you are not going to drink now, if you want to drink later, but you want it to be energized by Akash Bhairava's energy, you can get that and keep it in front of the screen. It will be like a powerful explosion because I'm going to use the mantras, very strong mantras from Agama, which is directly given by Akash Bhairava. He himself is the Acharya of this mantra. Ananda Bhairava is the Rishi for Akasha Bhairava mantra. Means Bhairava himself gives Bhairava mantra. So, settle down. I'll initiate all of you. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. You can sit either with open eyes or closed eyes. Just be silence soaked inside the silence, soaked inside the silence. You be in the absolute silent space. I'll pour Akashabhairava energy in you. Om, Om, Om. Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Kailasa Guru Mahanandishwaraya Namaha. Om Om Akashabhairava Mala Mantra Ananda Bhairava Rushihi Gayatri Chandaha Akashabhairavo Devata Shrim Bijam Om Shaktihi Sarvabhishta Siddhyarte Viniyogah Ram Yidyadi Karanganyasa Om Ram Krim Krum Kraum Kraim Om 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 Angushtabhyam Namaha Darjanibhyam Swaha Madhyamabhyam Vashak Anamigabhyam Hum Kanishtabhyam Vaushatkaradalakaravrishtabhyam Astraya Fat Kritayaya Namaha Sirase Swaha Shikayai Vashak Kavachaya Hum Netratrayaya Vaushat Om Garadalakaravrishtabhyam Astraya Fat Om 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 Shagashravani Vatvakram Shagastatrayalocanam Sarvabhishtapratam Devam Dhyayet Akashabhairavam Shagashravani Vatvakram Sahasratrayalocanam Sarvabhishtapratam Devam Dhyayet Akashabhairavam Om 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 ॐ सहस्रपाणिपद्वक्त्रं सहस्रत्रयलोचनं सर्वाभीष्टप्रदं देवं ध्यायेत् आकाशभैरवम्। ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं श्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष। ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा। ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय। निखिललोकप्रियाय प्रणत जन परितापमोचनाय सकलभूतनिवारणाय कराळाय अखिलपुरिसंहारकारणाय अनेककोटिब्रह्मकपाल Malalankritaaya Nara Rutira Mamsa Pakshanaaya Mahabalavarakramaya Mahatantraya Vimochanaya Parama Mantra Yantra Tantra Vidya Vichetanaya Prasannavadanambujaya Yehi Yehi Agaccha Agaccha Mamabhishtam Agarshaya Agarshaya Aveshaya Aveshaya Mohaya Mohaya Pramaya Pramaya Dravaya Dravaya Padaya Padaya Siddhaya Siddhaya Pandaya Pandaya Pashaya Pashaya Shobhaya Shobhaya Buddha Preta Pichachan Martaya Martaya Kurtaya Kurtaya Padaya Padaya Mochaya Mochaya Kumbaya Kumbaya Kambaya Kambaya Tadaya Tadaya Trodaya Trodaya Betaya Betaya Sadaya Sadaya Chandavadati Vegaya Tatata Gambira Jirumbanaya Sangarshaya Sangarshaya Sankramaya Sankramaya Praveshaya Praveshaya Stobaya Stobaya Todaya Todaya Kedaya Kedaya Darjaya Darjaya Nadaya Nadaya Rodaya Rodaya Kadaya Kadaya Vedaya Vedaya Sakala Ribun Sindhi Sindhi Pindaya Pindaya Andaya Andaya Rundaya Rundaya Nandaya Nandaya Vandaya Vandaya Om Steem Cream Cleam Kalyanakaranaya Aviradananda Mahabhogapriyaya Om Devadattam Manaya Anaya Kelaya Kelaya Melaya Melaya Prabannavatsalaya Pradivadana Savana Dahana Amrita Kirana Nayanaya Sahasrakoti Vetala Parivritaya Ribun Uchadaya Uchadaya Vebaya Vebaya Tabaya Tabaya Seshaya Seshaya Mohaya Mohaya Lotaya Lotaya Spotaya Spotaya Grinha Grinha Ananta Vasugi Dakshaka Arkodaka Batma Mahabatma Shanga Kulika Mahanaha Bhushanaya Stavara Jangamanam Visham Nashaya Nashaya Pashaya Pashaya Basmi Kuru Bhakta Jana Vallabhaya Tarkastiti Samhara Karanaya Taga Taga Sarva Chatrun Uttregaya Uttregaya Vidveshaya Vidveshaya Utsahaya Utsahaya Udbhataya Udbhataya Badaya Badaya Sadaya Sadaya Daha Daha Pacha Pacha Soshaya Soshaya Boshaya Boshaya Duraya Duraya Maraya Maraya Bakshaya Bakshaya Sikshaya Sikshaya Samastabhutam Sikshaya Sikshaya Hrim Hrim क्लीं क्षं ह्रूं अनवरददाण्डवाय आपत्तुत्तारणाय साधुजनानि दोषय दोषय भूषय भूषय बालय बालय शीलय शीलय क्रोधलोभमदमात्सर्यान् समय समय दमय दमय द्राशय द्राशय सामय सामय क्षिति चल सहन मारुतगहन तरणि सोमात्मक शरीराय समदबोरदितिक्षा समाधान श्रद्धां दापय दापय प्रापय प्रापय विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष क्षं ह्रूं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा शीघ्र सिद्धिप्रद सौभाग्य प्रादास्तायं मन्त्रः ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रूं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ
తారకం కాశీవాసలోక పుణ్య పాపశోధకం విభుం నీతిమార్గకోవిదం పురాతనం జగత్పతిం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాలభైరవాష్టకం పఠంతి హే మనోహరం జ్ఞానముక్తి సాధనం విచిత్ర పుణ్యవర్ధనం యోగమోహ దైన్య లోభ కోపతాపనాశనం హే ప్రయాతి కాలభైరవాంతి సన్నిధిం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే దేవరాజ సేవ్యమాన పావనాంగి పంకజం వ్యాలయజ్ఞ సూత్రమిందుశేఖరం కృపాకరం నారదాది యోగి వృంద వందితం దిగంబరం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే దేవరాజ సేవ్యమాన పావనాంగి పంకజం వ్యాలయజ్ఞ సూత్రమిందుశేఖరం కృపాకరం నారదాది యోగి వృంద వందితం దిగంబరం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాలుకోటివాస్వరం భవాతి హారగంబరం నీలకంఠ వీక్షితాటదాయకం త్రిలోచనం కాలకాలమంకులాక్షమక్షశూలమక్షరం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే శూలటంకపాశదండపాణిమాదికారణం శ్యామకాయమాదిదేవమక్షరం విరామయం భీమవిక్రమం ప్రభం విచిత్రతాండవప్రియం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే ముక్తిముక్తిదాయకం రజస్తధారు విగ్రహం భక్తవత్సలం స్థితం సమస్తలోక విగ్రహం వినిక్వలన్మనోగ్రహేమ కింకిణీరసత్కటిం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే ధర్మసేతుపాలకం ధర్మమార్గనాశకం ధర్మపాశమోచకం సుశర్మదాయకం విభుం వర్ణవర్ణదేశపాశశోభితాంగమండలం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే
ఓం నమో భగవతే ఆకాశభైరవాయ. ఓం శ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం విఘ్నచ్ఛేతం కురు కురు రక్ష రక్ష. శ్రీం హ్రీం క్లీం క్షం హ్రీం క్లీం హ్రీం శ్రీం బ్రహ్మణే స్వాహా. ఓం ఓం ఓం.
కాలభైరవాష్టకం పఠంతి హే మనోహరం జ్ఞానముక్తి సాధనం విచిత్ర పుణ్యవర్ధనం యోగమోహ దైన్య లోభ కోపతాపనాశనం హే ప్రయాతి కాలభైరవాంతి సన్నిధిం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే దేవరాజ సేవ్యమాన పావనాంగి పంకజం వ్యాలయజ్ఞ సూత్రమిందుశేఖరం కృపాకరం నారదాది యోగి వృంద వందితం దిగంబరం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే దేవరాజ సేవ్యమాన పావనాంగి పంకజం వ్యాలయజ్ఞ సూత్రమిందుశేఖరం కృపాకరం నారదాది యోగి వృంద వందితం దిగంబరం కాశికాపురాదినాథ కాలభైరవం భజే కాలుకోటివాస్వరం భవాతి హారగంబరం నీలకంఠ వీక్షితాటదాయకం త్రిలోచనం కాలకాల विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गगोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैर्यलोभकोपदापनाशनं प्रियाति कालभैरवं
ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते आकाशभैरवाय ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं विघ्नच्छेदं कुरु कुरु रक्ष रक्ष ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं क्षं ह्रीं क्लीं ह्रीं श्रीं ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ
देवराजसेव्यमानपावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गगोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं योगमोहदैर्यलोभकोपदापनाशनं हे पावनामृपङ्गजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनामृपङ्गजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं प्रीतिमार्गगोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं लोकमोहदैन्यलोभगोपतापनाशनं हे प्रयाति कालभैरवं विजन्वितं ध्रुवम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनामृपङ्गजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनामृपङ्गजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं योगमोहदैन्यलोभगोपतापनाशनं हे प्रयाति कालभैरवां विसन्निधिं ध्रुवम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनां निपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनां निपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं नीतिमार्गकोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालभैरवाष्टकं पठन्ति ये मनोहरं ज्ञानमुक्तिसाधनं विचित्रपुण्यवर्धनं योगमोहदैन्यलोभगोपतापनाशनं हे प्रयाति कालभैरवां विसन्निधिं ध्रुवम् काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे पावनाङ्गिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमानपावनाङ्गिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे कालकोटिवासनं भवातिहारगम्बरं नीलकण्ठवीक्षितार्थकार्यकं प्रियोजनं कालकालमङ्कुलाक्षमक्षशूलमक्षरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे शूलटङ्कपाशदण्डपाणिमादिकारणं श्यामकायमादिदेवमक्षरं विरामयं भीमविक्रमं प्रभुं विचित्रताण्डवप्रियं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे मुक्तिमुक्तिदायकं रजस्तचारुविग्रहं भक्तवत्सलं स्थितं समस्तलोकविग्रहं विनिक्वलन्मनोज्ञमेव किङ्किणीलसत्कटिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे धर्मसेतुपालकं धर्ममार्गनाशकं धर्मपाशमोचनं सुधर्मदायकं विभुं कर्णवर्णदेशपाशशोभिताङ्गमण्डलं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे रत्नपादुकाप्रभाविरामपादयुग्मकं नित्यमद्वितीयमिष्टदैवतं निरञ्जनं मृत्युदर्पनाशनं करालकं श्रमोक्षणं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे अट्टहासमिन्दपद्मजाण्डकोशरन्दति दृष्टिपादनष्टपापजालं प्रकाशनं अष्टसिद्धिदायकं कपालमालिकाधरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे भूतसङ्गनायकं विशालकीर्तिदायकं काशीवासलोकपुण्यपापशोधकं विभुं प्रीतिमार्गगोविदं पुरातनं जगत्पतिं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे
Om, 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 Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Akashabhairavaya Steam Hreem Kleem Vignachetam Kuru Kuru Raksharak Steam Hreem Kleem Shum Ryum Kleem Hreem Steam Brahmani Swaha Om, 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 Om. As a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the source of Akashabhairava. I bless you all to be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi and Sagaja Samadhi, eternally, blissfully in Paramadvaita with Paramashiva. Om, Om, Om. All the wealth, health, auspiciousness, Ishwaratva manifest for all of you. Om, Om, Om. Beyond the self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred, delusions, everything, let Paramashiva manifest Paramadvaita in all of us. Paramayishwaratva in all of us. Let all the wealth, health, auspiciousness, Ishta Siddhi, Ashta Siddhi, all the great things, powers, Paramadvaita, manifest in all of us. Om, Om, Om. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.